Most people don't realize how much of their personal information is being bought and sold every day. Data brokers are making millions pulling details about you from public records and the internet, then packaging and selling it, usually without your consent. That's how your information lands in the hands of scammers, spammers, even stalkers. It's why you get endless robocalls and why ads seem to follow you everywhere. That's where Aura comes in. Aura actively removes your data from broker sites and keeps it off. They also instantly alert you if your information shows up in a breach or on the dark web. But Aura goes beyond data protection. With one app, you get a VPN, antivirus, password manager, spam call protection, dark web monitoring, and even up to $5 million in identity theft insurance, all backed by 24/7 US-based fraud support. Other companies might just sell credit monitoring or just a VPN. Aura gives you all of it, together at the same price competitors charge for just one service. Start your free trial today at aura.com/hidden. Protect yourself now at aura.com/hidden.
Welcome to the Instagram Stories for Friday, September 6th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill, and this is the weekend edition. The biggest news of the day comes from the team at Meta, who have announced a new update for safe and secure third-party interoperability chats for users in Europe who are using WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger. Before I get into the details of this, I want to explain that third-party operability between Facebook Messenger and WhatsApp is not something that Meta is just doing out of the goodness of their hearts, but rather it's required by the Digital Markets Act, the DMA. Interestingly, in the way that Meta is designing it, they are supporting two different options. People might want to have all of their chats in one single inbox, and Meta will be offering that as an option. But some people might want third-party messages delivered to a separate folder, and users can have that option as well. Meta posted a screenshot of what this will look like. It says, chat with friends on Blurb. Third-party chats lets you connect with friends on Blurb without leaving Messenger. I'm not sure if Blurb is a real app or not, but the point is you have the option to set up those third-party chats and you'll get a notification when that interoperability is available. I will link to this article from the Meta team so you can check it out for yourself. Let's move on to some TikTok news. Are you familiar with Instagram Notes? They live inside the DM inbox. I've talked about Notes extensively as Instagram has expanded the functionality of them. This week, TikTok has launched a new option to share a short, text-based thought in the app that's then displayed in a speech bubble on your stories at the top of your inbox. I will link to an example of what this looks like, but it is essentially exactly what Instagram did with Notes. Since we're on the topic of TikTok, they are rolling out some new safety tools for young users, including in-app resources for parents, improved advice guides, and a new TV campaign that highlights the safety features built into the app. TikTok has partnered with the Family Online Safety Institute Group in order to develop a digital safety partnership agreement with families so that parents can establish clear boundaries and parameters for social media use of their teens. The main aim of the approach is to get the conversation started between parents and teens, to highlight the potential dangers of online exposure. TikTok says that the intention is then to, quote, set positive digital boundaries together based on these agreements. There are a couple of audio clips that I found that I think explain this well.
When you have kids, you get opinions.
I'd have them in bed by 8.
If it's under 65 degrees outside, they need a coat.
I can't turn off those comments, but I can turn off comments on my teens' TikTok videos. Comment settings on TikTok.
I am all for anything that helps parents to ensure their kids' safety online. Here's a similar clip from the TikTok team.
By linking our TikTok accounts with the family pairing tool, it's easy to make sure what my teens are watching on their TikTok is safe and age appropriate. Just like family movie night. Nope. Family pairing on TikTok.
We are going to take a quick break. We come back, we're going to dive into some Instagram news, and we will have some of that Instagram news delivered by a correspondent. So stay tuned. Welcome back. Let's get into some Instagram news. And the Instagram news is actually going to be given by Lindsey Gamble, who is a new friend of the show. He is an expert on the creator economy. I interviewed him for my podcast, which I just posted. But here's him talking about a new Instagram feature you might not be aware of.
Hey, this is Lindsey, and I just came across a new Instagram feature that deserves to be on your radar. Instagram has rolled out the option to turn your carousel posts into Reels. And here's how it works. Go to a carousel post, tap the three dots at the top right of the post, and select the Create Reel from this post option. Instagram will automatically sync your photos and videos with recommended audio, or better yet, choose your favorite song from Instagram's library. This is huge for both creators and brands looking to extend the life of their content with minimum effort. Reels are easily one of the best ways to expand your reach on Instagram, and now photo-first creators and brands can easily repurpose existing carousels into engaging Reels without much time or effort, and also without relying on third-party apps. If you're looking to grow your audience and tap into the emerging content format that Reels is, make sure you check out this feature. And now back to Daniel.
Thanks, Lindsey. I found Lindsey to be a wealth of knowledge. I will link to the interview that we did in the show notes so that you can listen to it. Moving on to some other Instagram news, they have announced some new features for direct messages, including photo editing capabilities and stickers. Users will now be able to edit photos by drawing on them or adding stickers before sending photos via direct message, similar to the editing features that already exist for Instagram stories. The company also said that users will be able to make their own custom stickers from existing photos and use them in direct messages. Put together, the photo editing tools in chats are expanding to be closer to stories. I just want to say that I personally would never use those tools, but if you're into that, by all means, make sure your Instagram app is updated and go try them out. Lastly, I want to talk about a @creators account video that I saw explaining about how to use audio on Instagram, the different types, and why you might use each one. Here's the clip.
Hi, I'm Tolu, and I'm on the music partnerships team at Instagram. Here are some ways you can use audio when making content on Instagram, from Reels to feed to stories to notes, and even on your profile. There are two types of audio, royalty-free audio and licensed audio. Royalty-free audio includes sound effects and songs that you can download from Meta's music sound collection, and they allow you to utilize audio more freely in your content, for example, with branded content. Licensed audio is copyrighted audio, including new releases from your favorite artists, and it's available on Instagram's audio library. You can access thousands of licensed songs from our audio library by clicking on the audio icon whenever you're creating a new post, story, or reel. Speaking of branded content, if you are using licensed audio, make sure you've cleared the rights to be able to use it.
Frankly, that last point still annoys me. If you're creating content on Instagram and you want to use a particular song, Instagram should pick up the cost for the licensing. They might not want to, but that's the reality of how it should work. That is going to do it for today's episode. As always, thank you for listening. I just posted a new reel of me traveling. If you want to see that, please check it out. It's only 7 seconds long, but I bet you're going to like it, and I will link to it in the show notes. So let me make sure I got all those links. I need to link to the new podcast episode I made, the links to everything I talked about, and my new reel. I'm going to link to everything in the show notes. Don't worry. Check it out. And you can always find me on Instagram at Daniel Hill Media. Okay, rap song.
Let me tell you a couple things that you should know about me. A product manager, but do not have a bachelor's degree. But actually, that's factually a fraction of me. Another fraction's posting content irregular and irrationally. Still probably won't get a job at the Gram. They forgot, they don't know, or don't care who I am. That's why you never see me at the parties and events. My lack of followers must make me irrelevant. Don't have a course, a book to sell to make a bag of grand. Not a social media marketer, don't represent any brands. Plain to see, don't have an agency, but I got a lot of spam. Just putting in my work without the glitz and glam. Won't catch me eating fish unless it's shrimp or clam. No six pack, no risk that, there's a gym card in my hand. Don't have a full-time job, but I got a lot of plans. Stay plotting, dropping knowledge on TikTok and Instagram.